Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Hey, y'all. I know I'm doing a video in the evening on a Monday when I could be online looking for a ticket. Nah, just playing. But I wanted to say good evening. I know it's unplanned, but I had such an amazing, beautiful weekend. Or weekend, it felt like an amazing, beautiful evening, and I just wanted to share with you. And it was something that came to me, about your energy and guarding your energy. And like something that I don't think that I didn't know always how to guard my energy because I didn't know always when I was in the good flow. Sometimes we can't know the difference between the good and the bad. That we think what's not, we think lukewarm is really, really good. We think enough is good. We think there's a certain amount of hassle or a certain amount of struggle that we're expected to go to. So we actually look for it and we accept it as normal. And meanwhile, it's definitely, messing with you. It's taken away from your joy and your happiness. And I was thinking that we have to understand, and this is a message I got tonight, that it's okay to be happy all of the time. That it's okay to be happy all of the time, that we shouldn't feel guilty about any part of it. And the moment that something comes into our world that doesn't make us feel really good, I mean, extremely good, I mean, ecstatically good, sensually good, then we must remove it from our lives. If it shows, if it's not feeling like that, it's okay to say no. And I think that we don't say that. We don't. I don't know if I actually was told. Like there was always. I think I grew up, and I don't necessarily mean from my mother. I learned it somewhere. Oh, be nice, or don't be so mean, or why are you so blunt, or don't say it exactly that way. Put a little sugar on it, make it sweet when you say it. Oh, you could do this for other people. It's not just about you. Don't just look out for yourself. So what? It's a little discomfort. This person did all this for you. You shouldn't do that. Like, OMG, did you feel the intensity in that? Did you feel the energy? It didn't feel good, did it? Didn't that not feel good? All that shouldas and wouldas. Didn't you feel that inside of you? Because I felt it inside of me. And I didn't know until traveling. Traveling is that's where you learn that for every aspect of your life, you must make sure that there is no stress, no strife, no stagnation, no negative energy. Let's tell you, I'll give you like the difference. Like I was thinking about energy is everything. And people come with energy. Every person in your life has energy that is either that you are feeling or you're not. And most of the time, the indifference, you're really indifferent about energy of people. You either have a feeling or you don't. You either like it or you don't. It's really simple. Some people say that's not bad. That's not bad means you don't like it. Do you understand? There is no degrees. And I know that there's not this, we don't want to get into this binary, either or situation. But I'm telling you that if every feeling was, if you went out in life looking for every experience in your life to be a good one, you would recognize the ones that's not so good and also the ones that's not so bad. Because not so bad is not good. It's not the best. It's not the best that you could feel. You accept it because you believe, again, as I said in the beginning, that there's a certain amount of hurt or pain or regret or even guilt that you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to suck it up and do that for somebody else. Be nice. It goes back to that. And I think, what I learned is it's not good. On my first trip, my very first trip was an excellent trip. It was wonderful. I had a great time. That was the learning of the Spanish because that was so for me. That was me. I wasn't looking for nothing or nobody. I was really into it. And I was going places. My mind was changing. I was another person and I loved it. The second time I brought somebody into my life but it was a little stress and it was going through stuff and what I realized was it's not the other person. It was really my soul saying, "What about me and you, Lisa Marie? Because I could make you feel better than anything outside of yourself." My inner, deeper self, my higher, deeper self told me that. So that I can make you feel better than anybody outside of you. And until I do, the divine higher self took responsibility. That's its responsibility is to let you know. If I'm not doing my job, if you're not feeling ecstatic every single moment of every single day. And I was like, I hear you. What can I do? Now we're talking about co-creation. And it's like you have to allow me. Let me show you when it doesn't feel good, and let me show you when it does. And then when you truly know what it feels like to feel good, every time it doesn't feel like that, even if it's just a tiny little millimeter of a second of time or a small little amount of just a little discomfort, that's it. Because that's it. Because when you truly feel it in a big way, it's going too far. So if you don't get it from that, like just that little step down is not good. So traveling, when you realize, I spend my own money, I do my own thing, I don't need it to stress. And you allow, I'll tell you about energy and people's energy. You could be driving in the same car at the same time. So let's say it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you're driving down the main road in your city town, in your city, and in a white car, and somebody's driving right next to you down the same road in the same city at the same time, right next to you, in a black car, and you're both actually driving down the road. Now, in front of you, we will not argue that there's trees, there's maybe birds, you might not could hear them, but there's trees, there's birds, and the sun is shining. You would think that both people could actually see that. Do you understand that one car can't see it? That the black car can hear the birds singing, that the black car can feel the sun on its face, that the black car is moving, that can feel the divinity of the Most High right there. And the white car next to it is dark to them. They see clouds in the sky. They can't hear the bird. They don't even know the birds is existing because they don't hear it. And you think if you're in the car with each of those sides, this is you as a divine feminine being, that you're uplifting or you're lifting up the vibratory frequency just by being a goddess woman. But in actuality, you're not here to hold that energy in the midst of chaos, because we kind of even been taught that on a spiritual level, that that's our true test of enlightenment, is to be in the midst of chaos and be able to deal with it. Why? There's another choice. Actually, there's numerous, infinite choices. And one of them is to be in the midst of goodness all the time. A higher self told me, I ain't trying to make this hard for y'all. You don't have to take the hard road to prove anything to me. I wouldn't mind for you to take the easy road. It'd be easier for me, it'd be less work for me to do if you took the easy route. And the easy route, though, he said, but this is how higher self told me, but the mistake that you all make is you think the easy route, and other people will judge you for it, is the quitting. You quit route. I quit, that's the easy route. And then somebody could say, why you quit? You took the easy route. No. Easy route has a negative connotation. And I'm trying to give it a higher vibration. I'm not giving it, it is. The easy route is the one that makes you feel the best. Oh, yes, that's the easy dang route right there. The one that makes you feel the best. And anybody tell you that? I bet you didn't know. It's the easy route. But nobody says go there, because we've been taught that the easy route has a negative connotation. So even if we take the easy route, we never feel good about it, because everybody makes us feel bad about it. You took the easy route. You didn't sweat blood, sweat, and tears. You should have dealt with that abusive relationship. You should have stuck in there, because we've been taught that we're supposed to take, that the easy route is never good, even if you do it. And if you're brave enough to do it, then you ain't brave enough to hold the vibration of, I did it for me. You ain't brave enough to do. Now, if you're brave enough to do that, you in a whole nother realm, and this video might not be for you, because you have ascended, but constant ascending and descending, I think that happens continuously in our lives. And so it's like I hung out with my sister friends. Oh, we added another one now. It's the Funky Four. It's the Funky 3 plus 1. I want to say plus 1. It's the Funky 4. Another sister, energy popping, going with the crew. We go to this, we went to do a puja run, okay? Puja, like the Indian steak. Anyway, a spiritual run, literally. And we went back to the Syrian woman's place with the crystals. Tune in to join my Patreon to get that dope story. It's a dope story. So anyway, we didn't get to go because, anyway, we thinking we taking some ordinary route, which is never an ordinary route. And we happened to have upon a store called Shambhala. and it was an Indian shop in, yes, Trinidad and Tobago, with these sisters. That is, one is a goddamn comedian, and she's smart as heck. I mean, like, we got all these skills, we got all of them are artists, all of us. It's just beautiful. And I got another stone. Yes, it is called the Infinite Stone, which is very fitting. So I want to show you my little area of sacredness. Yeah, every place calls you and they bring you and they give you something. Don't ever think that your journey, if it doesn't look like, oh my God, if it doesn't, and there we go, we got a little ant going through, but we are in the Caribbean, and I'm in here probably snacking. But okay, you do your thing. But yeah, that every stone, that every, no, that your ceremony doesn't have to be elaborate. Some of us, we look up to other people who seem to have these elaborate ceremonies or these elaborate spiritual encounters and start thinking that we're really haven't reached any place, because why are our encounters not as profound as those? And we make the mistake of making those the teachers or the leaders instead of knowing that they're on their journey just like you. No better, no worse, no bigger, no smaller. A journey is all it is. And what a blessing. So you get your healing, you get your divinations, you get your angel or ancestral readings every time. Especially, I'm talking about from a travel perspective, from a travel perspective. Please know that you having a profound experience. There's anything you could watch on YouTube that anybody else is doing, including me. And so you got to know that it's coming to you in your way. And we all have to. That's why we judge nobody's journey, and we don't even judge our own. We experience, we get happy for people. When I watch my sisters that's doing the ES, the sister from Blackson, my friends Gregory Joe Blesso Nasira, Halona Black, Sunita Shannon, Champagne Marie Odin. Like, when I see, this is the sisters that I watch. And when I see us doing our thing, I go, look at our journey. Ain't it beautiful? And every single one is different. So we went to the Indian store called Shambhala, and I picked up these incense, and I wish I had this long. They just beautiful already. Native soul incense, smudge sticks. Now remember, we have a little India here. I mean, Trinidad is, who's to say, is it more Indians than black or blacks than Indians? And, and that doesn't matter. Well, it matters in some other ways, but we're not there today. But it's a beautiful thing that they have. There's a culture of Indians here, and you can pick up these beautiful items. And I'm very, very, very excited. This is actually made in India, and I love it. So then we have this one here. This is our New Age smudges. I love the New Age smudge and herbs, lavender, white sage, artisan handmade incense. I actually love these better than I actually love the bundles. So I love this. I've had something like this a long time ago, and I love this. So I got to buy it. I bought that today. And then this is the new member of the family. This one is called the Infinite Stone. And the Infinite Stone is good for releasing past painful relationships or pain on any single level, mentally, physically, spiritually, in every single way. And I have another incense, but it's my drawer. It's called Dragon's Blood. Maybe some of you use it. The sisters actually gave me that. But I'm loving this Infinite Stone. This is a good stone. I love it. And it's also, yeah, good for just that pain, letting go of mental, physical, spirit, any pain, and but especially pain from relationships. So finally releasing that pain. As men, I'm releasing, I'm letting go. This is my favorite stone right now. This is the stone that I'm most attracted to, most love. This is a magnetic. I'm going to call it magnetic because every hematite is not magnetic. And I showed you earlier how it naturally sticks to any kind of metal. So let's see it now. You see it, and then you try to pull it. See, it's pulling me. See, it's pulling me. It's stuck in there. And you gotta pry it off. So that is, hold on one sec, y'all. So yeah, that is a beautiful, beautiful stone. Yes, I knew, yeah, okay, good to know. I can't wait to get your comments. And this one is protection from the evil eye, straight protection, and most of all, grounding. It reflects and it also repels. And it is just when it calls you, it is, because I say that Trinidad is deeply rooted. I feel so grounded, and it will further ground you and protect you. It's a powerhouse, and I absolutely love it. Yes. Yes, exactly, sister. And this one is an opalite. This is good for success in businesses and it's also good for transitions. So these are all I was attracted to, and I'm like in love. This is sandalwood incense, and they're so special, and I love them. I can't wait to burn them when I get on my charcoal. There's another way you're actually supposed to burn it, buying a device, but this is the one I'm gonna burn this on charcoal. This one, Clyde gave it to me. Apparently, Grenada actually has frankincense trees, and this is actually from there. A lot of Trinidadians are actually also originally from Grenada, and some are Grenadian and come back and forth. And a friend of his named Ruben, that's his Rasta house, gave this piece of frankincense. The smell is off the hook. And then this, like I said, is a rock that I received from Morocco, the place, I gotta get the name part right, but Marcade Bay in Chaguaramas, Trinidad. And this was about all these three were from the ocean, and they just touched me, and I loved them. This sister, Chrissy, that I was hanging with, she actually made this from bamboo that she found, in nature. And then these waist beads that I told you are like the doubled waist beads, how sexy that is. So I received that, and it is. So I had to come all the way to uh, Trinidad to connect to stones, because sometimes that's it. You are already genetically, and this is not modified, honey. You are already genetically coded to be attracted to certain metals, certain minerals in certain places. I've gone into crystal shops before, and I would always get bored. Like if people that be into it was into it, I was like, I'll get one, but it was no big deal. And I thought I was just not into it. I was just not connected. And I come to Trinidad, and we go. It's funny. The first place we went with the Syrian, excuse me, her crystals were more expensive, but they were also to me more. I felt them. They were deeper. Like I felt the level of activation that they were charged with. And I think that it probably matters not just where the crystal is, but who cultivates it, who picks it, who gets it, where, what part, on what meridian, on what mound, in a sense, what part of the earth does it come from? Because different parts of the earth is charged in different ways. And some have really amazing high vibrational frequencies. I mean, certain places only have certain rocks and vice versa. So you might need, your rock might be in Trinidad, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to Tobago. We're going to go 2 days, Thursday, Friday, and come back Saturday. And it's going to be dope, because Tobago is the African. It's real. Like I'm getting ready to be initiated again. I was initiated when I second time I went to DR, when I was being able to be near that ocean, and she healed me. I was initiated in Sapelo Island in every single way. I was like, that was initiation, and this is no exception. Everywhere I come, when people that's the giving of, or anytime crystals find you, or you're in a place and your incense, your ancestors are telling you you're cleansing, to do a cleanse. But one way to cleanse, like what I realized, is energy is everything. And there's unspoken. Some people don't speak what they feel, but you still feel it. You don't need words to be an energetic being. Words don't even have to exist. You don't even have to have a voice. You would be talking anyway. Your energy precedes you. You know what I'm saying? Your energy precedes you, and then it stay afterwards when you leave. You know what I'm saying? So energy is everything. And I realized, like, I hang out there, look, I'm glowing, I'm up, I'm alive. We in the car as women, laughing, being together, giving each other love. It was balance, and it was whole, because that's what my life is requiring, as this vow of being with myself, being whole unto myself, and really into it, and really accepting of it. So no, if you feel, and when you on vacation, and anybody, you meet somebody that's going to dampen or darken your thing, it's not because they want to, it's because that's where they are. And like I said, when you can drive in a car and you see a place in an entirely, Trinidad is modern. Trinidad is modern. Trinidad is classy. Trinidad is hip. Trinidad is spiritual. Trinidad has these communities that exist that are way woke, But prior to that, I only could base it on my one experience with one person or family, and it's now my energy needs this other thing, and you know, you could say no. You could be like, you know what? I think it's the end of the road right here. I'm moving with this wonderful energy. But also know that when you are true to yourself, every yes to you, every no to somebody else, it could be a yes to your growth, yes to your evolution. Everybody got a journey. Let them have it because it's theirs and it's beautiful. I commend the women. I commend every woman. But I commend the women who are out there doing this work, this traveling, and understanding that spiritual. Understanding that it's deep, and understanding that it's your chance to always stick up and speak for yourself. And that's what I'm needing to do. Like I don't never have to have a dramatic, drama filled argument with anybody. If I feel your energy is off, you're off. You're done. Don't do it. Don't do that thing. Well, but they and I should, and oh my God, I wish. But I mean, maybe that's me. And we got it. That's the class that I'm starting, our 21-day intensive, releasing the pains, so you can bring out that confidence. That's where the lack of confidence come. All those little things that you were taught as a little girl that was deeply embedded in you, but before the age of 5 years old, you was already knowing what you should be doing and should not. And it's practice. People think they all got it, but you got to practice this. So traveling gives you a chance to really say no and realize you can. If like I said, if you ain't fixed in the United States, you ain't going nowhere and going automatically take a new person. Your stuff will be able to be acted out and displayed in front of you so that you can decide what you want to do with it. It's just that simple. All of your stuff. There's no utopic place that's going to just cleanse it. Each place is cleansing aspects of you. But I don't think any of us is going to get to a point where we go, I got it all. Because every elder, when you ask them, they say, what I know is I don't know nothing. What I know is I don't know anything. So if I keep hearing that, I'm concluding that there's no special place you're trying to get to. But I see the self, and now but the traveling helps you see more clearly the areas in which you can work on. So I'm digging some crystals up in here. You know what I'm saying? This place is lit. It's beautiful. My experience is amazing. And Tobago, it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be some rites of passage, and it's going to be a great one. I'm being prepared as always. There's no place I will ever go that I'm not going to be having to, go with my ancestors and see what they got for me. But when I see myself so lit, and every time I come from the ladies lit, because that energy is so high and it's divine feminine, I can't tell. We pulled off on the side of the road and we liming. I can't explain to you. And just to be able to be a sister out here who is also not necessarily in search for, but in allowance of divine feminine energy. Like I met this queen and these queens, and they, and we kicked it, because that's what my travel needs to be at this point. It needs to be about an uplift. It needs to be about that feeling good all the time, that saying no, even if it ain't gonna really hurt their feelings. Because in the end, I'm not saying they don't care about you, but most people care about themselves. So it's due time that you do. And so I'm teaching a 21-day course in how to do that. Tonight showed me clearly why it's next Sunday's 21-day $97 course in the Confident course is happening. Because that is the most beautiful. When you say, because honey, you got too much to say yes to. And it's great. So solo traveling is more than just a woman traveling by herself. Solo traveling to me is a woman traveling with herself. I'm going to say it again. Solo traveling to me is not just about, or woman's traveling solo to me is not just about a woman traveling by herself. Solo traveling is a woman traveling with herself. And when you got that right, you won't have no problems out there with yourself. You carry it and you carry it, and both of them could be good. And so when you realize, oh my God, I'm carrying myself, and it's about being with myself. For me, especially for many of us, any woman that's solo traveling, she going through something. Any woman that is solo traveling, they could dispute, but if they sat and thought about it, they going through something, because that's a wonderful gateway to enlightenment or some part of self-actualization. Self-realization, because you're with yourself. And so you have to be careful that you actually stay with yourself, like be with yourself and bring in those parts of yourself that illuminate, that shine. You didn't go thousands of miles away to be dealing with the same stuff you could have dealt with at home. Everybody knows that, right? We all go on vacation to, in some levels, escape the rigmarole, the rigmarole, the okey doke, the same old. Like everybody does, right? So not so hard to believe, right? It's beautiful. It's a blessing. My energy is super high. I'm turned on with these crystals, turned on with these incense, the bracelets. This Queen Afrocentric Home Decor. If anybody from that channel, yeah, I'm gonna buy some original work from one of the sisters. And actually, I got so much to show you that they have, and I'm gonna be buying a little bit from each of the artists. And I'm coming home as a goddess, and every place calls you. You don't have to worry. That's why don't ask nobody. I'm gonna say this to my younger vloggers, anybody younger than me. You don't have to ask nobody if you should live there or not. Only you know. Only you know. It ain't no, that is no one's decision. I think traveling is like, it is so specific to every part of cell fiber that makes you different from the person next to you. That's what you're connected to, and that's what is for you is connected to. There's a mutual connection to every particular fiber, every special fiber in your being. So you can never ask somebody who you think we have a similar ideology. Nah, you don't, because you ain't the same person. Don't never ask nobody that. And I know sometimes we do it, I know our titles be clickbait. I do it too. I don't do it as well because I don't really know how to do it that well, but I will do it, because you want to get people's attention. But I'm just saying, don't ask nobody nothing, not about traveling, and don't let nobody put nothing on you. They can't understand your ancestors got a specific walk just for you. I mean, like you. And when you're traveling, if you allow it, if you ain't glowing, if you ain't feeling good, then it ain't probably working for you. I look at my queen, like I said, the sisters that I found another sister on YouTube. Her name is Naja Empress, I think. I hope I'm absolutely right about that. But what I'm saying is, too, it's a journey, and the ones that know. And I say to sisters that are doing it, people want you to like a place because they like it. I know race and class and oppression and fighting for the rights of the dismantling of all of that, and it's actually, it could be exhausting, and it might not be, your fight may not be fight fire with fire. There may not be a fight at all. You may be traveling to find a sense of something that connects you to something deeper. So that's why you can't judge where you are. Some people are going to expect you to go to that country. I admire the women who say, I know everybody expects me to go to Africa, but but I feel like I want to be in India or Bali or Vietnam or Thailand. I admire that because there's you answering a true call. But some people may think if you pick the continent, you got to be in the place that they think that they see you in. They don't know who your ancestors is. They don't know where you're supposed to go. And I'm in I'm staying in the Americas for now. Actually, next year I'll actually be hitting the African continent. It don't matter. It's going to always be the right place if I allow and understand that. Because you got to go what excites you. But it's a beautiful life. And I think us as black women that are we call woke or conscious from America, I think we're going to have the most profound a reversal of policy that we can't even imagine. Like we're going to have such a transition or such a change, such a feeling of total uh, opposite of where we were, not opposite as opposing, but we're going to turn all of that fighting and that anger and I'm talking to myself, we're going to turn all that around, and it's just going to be a pure radiation of love, a river of love, a waterfall of love, a meteor shower of love. Like it's going to be this love, and the love's we're going to see, because it's going to come through our skin and through our voice and through our being. and we're going to know that we were supposed to have and be around, and it's going to be beautiful, and everything's just going to fall into place. I mean, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with you. So it's beautiful. Like revelations, honey. Revelations. Like I'm fired up. I'm up. I'm tapped in, tuned in. If you're not tuned in with people and feeling this good, then like I said, then you're doing that thing that's just a little below good, which is not, it's not bad. That's not good either. It ain't. You're supposed to stay in that high vibration. And for some of us, you could see it on people's face when you say, wow, they got it. Like they somewhere, and that's what people are attracted to. But our job, I think, as vloggers, I don't even know if I want to call myself that. Like, I don't know, because like there was a picture on the mountain. I could have took this picture on the mountain. It wasn't for everybody. It was for me. There's some things I want to record, some things I'm not. It's just not going to be natural. And I decided to go with my natural self. I'm not really trying, I don't want to sell to you by forcing you or making you, painting a picture for you so you start going down a road that I'm telling you to go down to. I don't want to control you. I want you to be out of control for your own self. In other words, stop controlling yourself and just receive the energy I'm giving you. And because you received it, you might want to be able to do some things with me closer. So receive the energy. If it's for you, you'll know it, and it'll be perfect. But the journey, don't look at somebody. Some of us are looking like, oh my God, Lisa Marie is in the DR. Lisa Marie was in the DR learning Spanish. Lisa Marie was on Sable Island. Lisa Marie's in Trinidad. Lisa Marie going to another country that other people know. Lisa Marie, what? And she's going to Ghana next March. And I want that. Or, ES is in Egypt, which is looking real good right now, or Ghana, or this and that. Like, that's beautiful. Let us inspire you. Let us inspire you to find your own way. If your country is, you want to go to the whole Eastern Europe, God dang it, plan that shit out and do that shit right. Okay, excuse me, do that stuff right. Whatever it is, just go and step. If it's the same places we went, then that's good too, because, we want you. If we like it, we would like you to like it too, but you don't have to like it. You just got to feel it. And if you feel it, you go to it. Get your healing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, get your healing. It's like stand in line for healing. It's not standing in line for something because you lack, right? New take on healing for me. It's not a lack of. It's a lack of, if anything is a lack of, it's a lack of recognition of, your truest, highest self. But like healing is, go get your healing is like they giving out $1 million. Go get that $1 million. So your healing is your blessing. Go get your blessing. Instead of saying go get your blessing, we could say go get your healing. So you see, it's not coming from a broken place. It's saying there's something you deserve. There's a prize. And it's so go over there. It's over there. Now go over there now. You won. You won the prize. You won the prize. You did life and you won. So now your healing's over there. You see how healing now becomes a gift? Healing becomes something you want to receive. It's like as much as we want to receive enlightenment, healing is the same, is the other side of enlightenment, but it ain't different. It's on the other side of enlightenment, but it ain't the opposite of enlightenment. It is the truest reflection of enlightenment. That's what healing is. That's what it is. So yes, and y'all, so I go into this Indian store, and the woman was rushing to leave, and the man was, he guards the door, but it was two Indian brother and sister. And it was this, so it said 100% essential oil. It said ylang ylang. And so the merchant said, hey, you could try it. So I thought, because I had tried a couple of other essential oils right in the store, right there, that when you did the little, what would you call the sample, you just, how essential oils pours out or comes out, it drips out slowly. This one didn't have that plastic hat with the hole in it. It had nothing, so I poured it in the whole damn bottle of ylang ylang in the spiritual shop with spiritual goddesses, and I'm the only one that did it. Fell all over the place. Lucky it was a sample, so he wasn't tripping. He was like, your angels is going to be loving you tonight. That's what he told me. Now, what I know about ylang ylang, it's all about sensuality, and it's all about, in a sense, sexuality, but it's also a mild sedative. It's actually calming for me. And remember, that's one of my favorite fragrances. It was like my holy water. It was my ancestors baptizing me, protecting me, and also telling and resurrecting those things in me that does. Like I knew. Like it's all over. It fell, and like I was putting. We had the we one sister brought her children, her beautiful children. We had it on all of us. We was rubbing it off the counter. You know, we was, everybody was taking the bath up in the. Matter of fact, that's the deep part. It was kind of for everybody because it was so much that spilled. It was perfect. You know, I didn't have to pay. It was just a sample. Thank goodness, Ancestors was good, and I was just like, you know what? Okay. I get it. Okay, I get it. So yeah, I'm gonna be preparing for my trip to Tobago in a couple of days. I want to wash my clothes. There's some things I need to do, but I want to see y'all in this Sunday intensive, y'all. And also, if you feel it in your heart, you know what to do. The donations, do it all. I love you. I love you for following my journey. Could you? Okay, so I see 61 people. Oh, thank you. That's so wonderful. And I see 29 thumbs up. And I know sometimes you just didn't thumbs up because you forgot. I do. I get that. So if you're one of those people that forgot to thumbs it up and you felt anything, and if you want to, please thumbs me up now. Thank you so much. I love when I watch it go up because I know it's just a matter of listening intently, and you all are doing that, and I really appreciate it. I know that the ancestors are coming through, all of us. But you're equally having an ancestral encounters every moment of every day. And I got plenty classes on ancestors. If you go to my website, look for anything that says ancestors. They're the master classes, the Sunday specials, and a lot of them, they might have ancestors in the title. Just go through all of them. Instead of 47, they're 27. But if you could focus, and I'm just putting this out there, if you see the ones with the ancestors, anything, I think I think the ancestor 1, 2, and 3, please. I'm gonna ask you. It's gonna be the best 3, 6, 9, the best less than $30 that I mean $90 that you've ever spent, and you get two. That'll be 6 hours, and in some cases a PDF. Take the. Let me tell you this why I say it. I keep saying how did I get here, but I know how I got here. Right? I did some work. That house that I'm in now, like that 11 house, like just did nothing but bring in ancestors and my understanding of them. They're never gonna let you go. There's magic does not just exist. It is really the only thing. Everything else is false. Everything else is a lie. If you're not having magical miracles daily, then that something is not whole in your spirit. Something is off. If you're not happy and ecstatic every day about life, even if you at the point laying in the sun, so-called doing nothing, laying in the bed, there's ecstasy in that. And if you're not experiencing that, you have fallen into you're not supposed to be happy all the time anyway. Who told you that? Well, why? So you mean I'm supposed to be mad? Why? What is the necessary thing if it makes your blood pressure go up? If it's just not good for you, what? So it's a mood. It's a vibe, and I'm just so happy to be here. I'm just so happy to be here. And thank you for all the folks on tonight. Good evening, Audrey, Beverly. How are you? Happy to be nappy. Wow, you're live now, and I'm watching the video, and you buying doubles and pies. Laugh out loud. Yes, I loved it. That's right. Good evening to you, everyone. She says, "Hey, I'm a spiritist. Good evening. I'm trying to learn how to prioritize my energy, how to prioritize myself. Okay, say Alma in my Sunday intensive, the $97 one. It's called Releasing the Pain to Find or to Build the Confidence. That's what the whole course is based on. And I'm going to recommend that course and recommend a course for anybody. You do need this is such a great question. The way you answered was that is the premise. And how do we use the 21 days to get to it? We're going to use it through homework assignments. We're going to use it through chants. We're going to use it through questioning, I call worksheets. So we got all these things, and we're going to take each one each week. We focus on a specific aspect of that very thing, and one of the weeks is going to be prioritizing yourself, because that's something we were not taught. I mean, I realized I thought I wasn't taught it either, and if I was taught it, I didn't understand it. So yeah, so I would love for you to come in. I think we're going to really, really get into it. So. Hold on one sec. Okay. So, happy to nappy. Okay. Journaling through. Hey, Africa says, hello. How do I cleanse my energy and my body after being with an older man for 4 months? I found out he was married but separated. I have a soul tie to him. I need to release it. Africa, let me say something. I'll be happy to answer this right here, right now. And I love you. And thank you for asking such an absolutely wonderful question. This idea that I think that we are married too deeply to ways to express, ways to explain why we're with someone. And I think we have to be very careful about these soul ties, right? Because we start to, I think it could be acting or looking like an excuse for, or an answer to what we're feeling. But I don't think it's necessarily the only answer. I think that a lot of times, sexual energy is a tie enough. You don't even you don't even got to get to soul, and that's why you can't let go of somebody. It's not that deep. It's really, and it's because sex alone is that deep. So it's not even about the soul tie. It's about the sexual tie. And that's kind of a normal thing that if you get with somebody, you become them and they become you. And that's why you can't let go, because it's like letting go of yourself. Even though when you look at the person, you don't see yourself, but there's aspects of that as well. So it's not, I don't believe it's so, and I'm not saying, I just don't feel that right now for you, Queen. I feel like it is a sexual energy tie, and it's not no demonic force because he's a demon and he rode you. It ain't that deep either, because sex alone is that deep. That's why having it is such a big thing. So I'm going to suggest that, first of all, and this is important because a lot of people, especially when you're younger, like I was, you don't understand. Time really does heal all wounds. You actually have to give yourself time to release, your energy to release. There's something there's a first stage to releasing. And it happens just in time. There's nothing really you have to do. Sometimes nothing will break until the time is right. So you have to allow for those feelings to dissipate, and they will do it naturally on their own, but they will do it better if you actually start focusing on yourself. So again, this Sunday, I'm telling you, next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, next Sunday, or Sunday coming, this Sunday, we're going to be doing it in the course. That's the idea of building the confidence, because right now, your confidence is tied into somebody else, and somebody else's, in a sense, somebody else's agenda. You got caught. You're more lost than that, but you can pull yourself out, and we're going to talk about that a lot more. But the first was, I hope I help you to at least identify that it's not a soul tie, because when we put that on ourselves, which we're making it, it's almost like, do we really need another excuse of why we can't let go? Do we really need to have it so dramatic of why we can't let go? Because that's not true. It's a sexual, and all of us, when I have it to make love, same thing. And it's for the other person as well. So that's a normal woman thing. It ain't that deep, but sex is that deep. So we have to, move through that. So I hope that helped. I hope that started you off and intrigued you. Good evening, Lakeisha. Beverly says, yes, traveling is a personal experience. Yes, it is, Beverly, right? Happy to be nappy. I'm going to Chennai and Ramsharama, India. Go ahead in January 2020 for 3 weeks. Blessings to you. That's going to be so amazing. I really want to go to India too. Hey, Nefertiti. Auntie knows best. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Carlette. I believe that too. Tuning in that into a true awakening, turning that into a true awakening. I feel that too. Yes. Hey, Jermaine. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to you, Jermaine. HTHTV3. Yes. Greetings, everyone. Greetings to you, Black Minds. Greetings. Journaling Through says, wow. HT says, about the title of this video, just logged in. You can't. Why? It's not warmly received. It can be downright or down wrong, rejected. In those instances, can only be civil. Okay, you can't. What about the titles? Okay, I have to go back and look at that, darling. When Lisa at now? Where Lisa at now? Okay, is it transforming in the? Oh, I'm in Trinidad and Tobago. Transforming in an auspicious way, healing, yes. Unique says, hello, everyone. Hello to you. Hey, Farida. Yes, we're taught to put others first. Yes. Hello, beautiful sisters. Hey, Virginia. Africa says K, and she says, that's true. We are. We're very much taught. And that's why I would say we can be untaught. Like, that's why I'm doing, like, I don't know if you ever, when you heard me, like, oh, she's doing a confident, like, tense, like, what is that? Like, now I think you kind of understand. These are the levels where that shows up. But we can take that to a high place. You can learn that. You know, you have to. There's at some point, some of us get in other ways. Let me show you how some people learn, how you could tell you that enlightenment happens in an instant. Because you've seen people, and maybe yourself, you were maybe negative or complaining or, really thinking your life was bad, and then it really got bad. A car accident, a so-called terminal disease. And those people changed their life and almost in an instant turned their way of thinking around because they wanted to live. Well, kind of that confidence, when you see a truly confident person, that is a person that has a deep will to live and a deep will to live truly their best life. So it's the toy. Can you imagine if every time somebody made you feel a way, instead of saying, I'm going to stick this out because this is a spiritual lesson, my torture somehow is going to make me more spiritual than before. Your torture is good for no one. Your torture is good for no one, not even the person who may seemingly be inflicting the torture. It's really not a high vibrational frequency. Why we won't even be there, and you know it because when you tap into the high vibrational frequencies of yourself, and then of course then attract that hematite that attract like magnetically pulls. That's why I was attracted to the magnetic hematite as opposed to maybe not another one. But that's another thing, being careful, because it's not really so much being careful. When your energy is high, you never have to be careful. Because a lot of you then might say, but if I'm too open or too nice or not scrutinizing or not doubting, then I might allow energies that I would normally not want to come in. And that's what you think, but then you're still not operating from a high vibrational frequency, because when you really, really are, and that's a simple one. It sounds fancy, high vibrational frequency. It ain't that deep either. It's called happy. Are you happy every decision you ever made, this thing about were you happy or not? And if you look at the decision and you don't really like what you got, then you probably wasn't happy when you did it. But that would have been a lot. Happiness means, yes, in the beginning, especially if we've been living in an unhappy state where we were people pleasing everybody, when you start turning that around, of course, there's going to be some upsets, you know what I'm saying? But actually, I find that when you are, let me just say this, y'all. I find that when you are for real, not that talking for real, but you for real, it don't even be a problem. The person just says, okay, and walks away. Anytime somebody is still lingering in your heart, you think it's a soul tie, you think it's some type of spiritual connection. It is not that. It is your inability at the moment, and only at the moment, to let go. The moment that you truly let go, I always feel like it's a clicking, click, 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 click. And once you hear it and feel it, it's like then you say what you have to say, and everybody responds, and you go, was it that damn easy? Sometimes you don't have to say a word. Some circumstances, somebody calls you and says something, you go, was it that damn easy? Was it that darn easy? I now lived enough to say that any situation where I'm pondering, it is not a decision. It is not because it is a difficult situation. It is because I am not ready to go. So what soul ties and things that you call it, you're not ready to go because you haven't given yourself the time to understand why you were there in the first place. By and by. When I'm going to get it, Grandma? By and by. When you going to get it? With one day. When you live a little. By the way you live, by the way you process, you'll get it. But right now you can't. Everything ain't coming to you in 2 minutes. Everything ain't instant. That's why aging is so damn beautiful. If you embrace it, you start being like, oh, that's what by and by mean. I see it more clearly now. Okay. And a lot of that, like I said, in our intensive, we're going to talk about embracing ourselves and all of ourselves. I'm clearly, thicker than I've been, and I'm loving every sensual, every curvy, every dip and hip, the size of my booty, the womanliness of my body, the chubbiness of my face. It's all me, honey. It's all me. And I'm embracing that because it's something that came with that food and this pounds that I got. Like when I look at that connection and know how good it was and what it gave me from a deeper level, it's just matching. It's just all of it is matching. And so this confidence class is deep, and a lot of you obviously are interested. I could tell. So come on in. Remember, I'm going to remind you again, I got 61 people watching and 43 thumbs up. If you forgot to thumbs it up, please feel free to do so right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, Lion says, was it that dang easy? I love it. Yes. You'd be like, what? Hey, Sean Diallo. Yes, ladies. So life is amazing. Life is it's easy. It's easier than we think. And that's why I think old people, we admire them so much. They just roll with it because they realized too they was fighting against it instead of rolling with it and rolling with it. Like, I know it sounds so simple, but have any of you ladies, we talking tonight, have any of you ever know that you were doing something just to make somebody else feel better, but you was not feeling good about it at all? Do you know that I remember hearing this from the law of attraction? If it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no. Do you understand? It's no either or. If any decision you have to make, if you don't feel like it's a hell yeah, the answer that you chose, then it's a hell no. That's a deep. I mean, that's what actually my whole conversation tonight, isn't that? That's kind of like saying it's supposed to feel magnificent. It's not even supposed to feel like, dang. I mean, I don't really. I'm tired, but I'm gonna get up because you're doing the wrong thing. Like I said, some things actually in our lives, and I'm going back to the soul tie, sister, because I feel you on this one. Some things we think we're more connected to it than we really are. Some things it just will go away because you're done. And some things are over, and you just keep beating that that dead horse. It's like it's done. There's nothing to squeeze out of this. It's already over. And the ancestors just move you nicely, and they just say, go, fly, you know so many black women, women in general, black women who I talk to, you are so dang special. You are so amazing that anybody you admire is because you're that. But I realize that we're not being so amazing. I feel like staying in the same place when the way I was so limiting to the possibilities of my growth. It was limiting, and I didn't even know it. I could do more. I could have more experiences, and I could learn more. It's like, wow, like really, like you mean there is more to life after retirement or after the kids or after the husband. There's more to life, and I'm living it. So yeah, I'm having some magnificent times. Everything, this room, the whiteness of everything, the clarity, everything's divine. You don't have to ever be scared to travel alone. The universe got your back. And if you stay in that high vibration, so I know now that I can never go backwards. Sometimes you, in your ninth year, I forget how you say your ninth something life cycle, number 9, you do have to go back and sometimes allow things to end. And then you move on. So that's why I got the infinite stone. I got the infinite stone to let go of the painful past relationships. So allow that greater ease, which is this stone, to allow that greater ease to come. So I'm really, I'm feeling it, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna do my little some salt and water, and then put the crystals. I read somewhere that every crystals don't, you don't want to salt water it, but the ones I have, I can. So put it in salt water. A couple of things, salt water, or leave it out in the moonlight or the sunlight. But I'm feeling that everybody should, if you're a stone, and look it up, can be in salt water, then put it in there. Trinidad is deeply rooted. It's my roots. It's for me. There's places around the world for you. And yes, we got to do retreats. Like I want to see ES do a retreat. I want to see myself do a retreat. Me and Hadia is going to do a retreat. We need these kind of, that beautiful, getting some of your healing that you deserve. We need that. And so I'm just like, I'm feeling the crystals and the incense. So that's all about energy clearing. If that's what came to me, what is the message in essential oils, incense, and stones? All of them are cleansing. They're usually pulling something off in order for you to be lighter in mind, body, and spirit. So if you get a protective stone, that just tells you that you're not protecting your energy enough and you need to. Not because something bad is happening, because you're not allowing the goodness that's in you to emerge because you're being dragged. So you got your stones are actually helping you to. So some the ones that say protection, but also the grounding, saying you feel grounded, you're eating ground vegetables. So therefore, we need to. That's our message to you. That's the hint. That grounding is essential to where you are and where you're going. So you get something like that, the opal light that comes to you for a successful business, because that's why I'm up leveling. I'm going to learn how to edit. I'm going to learn how to do website stuff. So that's going to move me. There's also the opal light is a transitional, and I'm definitely, when you're traveling, you're transitioning. It's like going through different portals or moving in different dimensions. It really is, and so simultaneously, sometimes it feels like, well, actually, there's multiple realities and multiple dimensions anyway. We're on all the time without even knowing it. The other is existing, and the others are existing, and we could be in any one of those realities. And we go there sometimes in our dreams to show you we're here, but we're dreaming, and we're many places. So we're multidimensional beings, and we have to, you know, so something comes to you to say, I'm showing you in every way, and here's the stone to allow you to ground. Here's the stone to allow you to transition. Here's the stone to allow you to protect. Here is it, and you just got to know it. And they come and they go too. And it was the rock from the ocean. All of that is important, and this is so much more. That I'm gonna get to when a Tobago, you're coming, and we're gonna have a session today. We was talking, and I'm just gonna put the camera on, and you're gonna come into the video. It's not gonna be an introduction. It's gonna be sisters talking, and you follow. And they got beautiful Trini accents. This idea of language and you can't hear. When it's the right person, you hear every single word, and they hear yours. I really thought that there was a real thing called cultural differences. I know you're gonna be like, hey, where is she going with this one? Now, wait a second. It's a lie. It's a lie. We use cultural differences as why we can't get along with somebody else. That's not, cultural differences don't make you not get along with somebody else, because spirit is still connected. And when you meet people that you truly are vibrating on the highest level with, and you're connected in ways that you can't believe they get you, because they're in this country and they speak this way, or they have this language, or this slang, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not supposed to understand it, but you understand every single word. So cultural differences is not why we can't get together. There's no barrier. A cultural difference does not have barrier within spirit. Culture is constructed still anyway. So it's in a sense, it's constructed. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful construction. We want to have it. We don't want to dismiss it. It's attractive and attracting. Culture that's what it is. But it is not a barrier to keep you from somebody else. It will never do that. The spiritual connection is deeper than any language, any culture, any religion. It's deeper than all of that. So don't look at that like, oh, it's not. Those are not cultural differences. Those are spiritual, vibrational differences, and those are the ones you don't want. You're not getting along with him or her because they speak Spanish or they're from this country. It is because their vibrational frequency is negative to yours. It is not and it is not good. It is just you looking back from, this is what we're learning in the Sunday course, the brain, or I won't say the brainwashing, but the programming that you should feel something for somebody instead of taking all of that and feeling for yourself. Can you imagine if all the heartache, all the talking, all the yelling, all the screaming, all the and those things disguised as, or maybe expressions of caring, that you say, oh my God, I cared so much. Can you imagine just for a second, everybody right now, whether it was all the work you put in with your kids or your husband or your ex-husband, your man or your job, can you imagine right now, just think of all of it, think of everything you did for everybody else, think about it, feel it, think about it, see it, think about it, feel it, think about it, touch it, remember it, think about all of it, and then turn around and say, can you imagine, Lisa, say your name, if you gave all of that to yourself? You wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting now. You'd be speaking multiple languages, jet setting around the world, or whatever that picture that looks beautiful to you, it would be looking like that. Can you imagine? Why? What's wrong with that? You put it in somebody else and you felt like you didn't get anything. Don't you think if you put it in yourself, you might have got at least half of the return? Just think about it. You already put it out there. You tell people all you did for somebody else. Don't you want to tell people all you did for yourself? Isn't that much more powerful and much more doable to actually change yourself by giving, you have the capacity, you have the energy, you gave it to him, you gave it to them, you gave it to her. Why can't you give it to you? Think about it. Think about it. All right, ladies. All right. Hey. Hey, her right there. Thank you. Hey, Africa. Such confirmation says everything here. I needed to hear this. Africa says, he was so nice to me, treated me like a queen, but I can't be with someone that's 53 and married, even if he's separated. Yeah, you want to let that one go, darling. You want to let that, I mean, nobody knows where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing, but I don't think that that's a very honoring relationship because he's not honoring the other woman, and that other woman is his wife. So that's probably a great indication that his honoring you is probably not happening as well. You know, being nice, it's like it goes both ways. See, women, we are so into and tuned into the nice factor. I don't think it's necessarily a spiritual tuning. You know, I think it's a programming. And we're so programmed to respond to niceness, which in actuality, a lot of times can be very much fakeness. Some people use niceness to get what they want, so it's not even real. You don't want niceness. You want to be honored. You want to be respected. And you want everybody around you to feel the same way. So it's not a very honoring relationship just on that strength that it's somebody else. You know, it's a lot out there, but right now you attracted it. So now you can get to have, so now take all of that because you give, let me tell you something too, because I know this. If he, whatever you tell me he gave you, I bet you gave twice as much. I bet what you think, that's what we women don't know what we have is value. We think, oh, he gave me all of this and I'll just have this to give him. And that, what you just have, that's everything. And I'm not just talking about the sex, I'm talking about your essence of you, time or what around you. You gave so much. You gave way more than you know. And you should be sitting down. You might want to sit down and write a list of all the things you gave him, how nice you were to him. I bet that list be longer. I bet the list of who was nicer, who gave more, at least if you want to quantify it, you could. I bet you did. But because you're not counting all that emotional stuff that you're dealing with. And you are dealing with emotional stuff because you married a married man. And he got all that stuff that he bring right back to you. And sometimes it's not even a word that he has to say. So, you know, get that confidence up, girl. Get it up. Yes, yes, get it up. Hey, Lisa, when I'm really happy, I attract white people and crazy men, but not a lot of black people. Why? So, wait, now, see, if you just said I attract white people, okay, you know, that's something in itself, but the crazy man, no, you ain't happy, girl. Crazy man, no, no, no. See, the crazy and happy, they don't even go together. They don't even go together. So, just that, I know you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet, but you're getting there. So, and then stop that even as an affirmation, because that's not, you don't even want to say that. Unless you want to attract white men, then just happily say that. But don't make it that that's when you're happiest. Then you attract white men. No, you mean that's when you have let go. You just got more layers to let go of. But the crazy people, crazy, no, crazy, and no, you ain't there yet, but you're getting there. You're getting there. I'm telling you that, you know, the pure energy, pure positive energy. Pure positive energy. You ain't getting that, you ain't there yet. And it's okay. Because ain't none of us that there that much anyway. So it's okay. But you're getting there. You're getting there. And it's okay. Peace and blessings. Hey, Jimmy, journeying through. Yes, Africa got a sad face. Africa says, okay, yes, I see. Yes, I did. Says, yes, I love you too. All eyes on me says, right. Chrissy E says, pure positive energy. Pure positive energy. So no, you ain't there yet. But it's okay because that's the thing. You know, like I said, this thing, come take the course. I'm giving you a nice little one right now. Find that $97 because it'll be worth it to you. So we can break this down. There's work required. It's a long time. And like even I'm identifying it. Like I think, like I said, I'll show you in the course how we'll take each other through this and we'll move out of this in a lot more easy way. There's just some things that need to make sense, and they're not. And when they do, you know, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's a sense of freedom and a sense of urgency that you have to love yourself. And when you feel that sense of freedom and that sense of urgency in loving yourself, you are there. You are gonna be all right. You're gonna shine more. You're gonna be more beautiful. You're gonna be more happy. You're gonna be more insightful, which is really what matters. I want insight now. I'm all about the insight. You see that looking like it's glowing. Don't it look like it's illuminating and just glowing? And that's the infinite stone. That's the infinite stone. But that's power right there. That's the moon letting the pain, releasing the pain. That's some serious power right there. That's the infinite stone. I mean, that's just so powerful. The infinite stone. The infinite stone. The body feels it. So, all right, ladies. So I want to thank you again. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity. Thank you for always thumbsing up. If you forgot 72 people, if you found anything you liked about it, please thumbs up. That really helps me. I want to do this for a long, long time, and you're helping me. Also, I just want to give you. Somebody asked me what ways can I support you, and I've heard that. You've written me, I've seen the comments, and one way is you can go straight to my PayPal. The link is in the description box. Cash App, direct cash is always helpful. I'm ready to go to Tobago. I have an experience that I know I haven't ever had, and I want to take you with me. Also, I got all the specials. You can buy something, actually get something for your money. Go to my website. That's there as well. The 21-day intensive that's coming up and other ways, those other ways to donate. Go in the description box. Just take a look and say, I can buy a $27 product. I got to buy something. So enjoy yourselves, ladies. So thank you for listening. The course is live. Yes, the course is mostly live. So we meet 3 days a week live, and then I come in so-called randomly, probably almost daily, but to have other things. But in that, you have homeworks on certain days, and you don't have to turn it into me. You have worksheets that you do. You have assignments that'll be part of the live. It's actually quite nice. And in some cases, when I can, we have a guest instructor, and so you'll be part of a Facebook group, secret, and it's a dope class. I think you'll really really like it. All eyes on me. Hey, yes. TMC, Felicia Free says, I deleted my Facebook account a year ago. Can I still take the course? That's a very good one. So there's a couple of things we could do. And email me, blackberrybeauty@gmail.com. What I ask people to do, I'll tell you what, I don't think I'll have it ready for next week. But there is another platform that I'm going to start using, and I would love for you to have it. If you want to get an account and just have it for the class and delete it afterwards, you can. Or I can think of some other ways, and we'll work it out. But give me Blackberry BERRY beauty@gmail.com, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, but yes, yeah, the courses are on Facebook, but it's a secret private group. No one can see our course. They can't see what's in it. And the good part of that is you can always go back indefinitely, and any class, any videos you miss, you can always go back and get the recordings. But next year, I promise you, I will have a new platform. So it might be sooner than later. So I want to say, yeah, how can I access the group? Oh yeah, so the group. Well, once you purchase the group, which I'll leave the link. It's going to say the October 21-day intensive. Once you purchase the group, on the day that it starts, about a day or two before the class starts, and it starts Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. This Sunday, October 6th, my assistant will actually get in touch with you, and she will add you to the group. That's exactly it. So you purchase a couple of days before you get in, she contacts you, and she makes sure you're added to the group. And it's just 21 days. It's a course, but once you're finished the course, you'll have access to all of the recordings. You can go back and watch it again, so you never miss anything. You never miss anything. So thank you so much for asking. It's going to be a good course. Yes, you're very welcome. I am Anissa Law 360. Thank you. So yes, y'all. So I'm gonna take the next couple of days, and I'm gonna I need some inner time because, I need to process all that is going on, and I need to get ready for this trip because it's about to be a big one. And I'm gonna do when I come to Trinidad, it's gonna be in a different way. It's already changed. You've changed when things around you have changed. When the visual picture is different, you had something to do with that. And I love y'all. So thank you. Can I pay at any time? Everything here. Actually, no, you have to pay right away. So if you purchase it, you have to pay. You have to buy it before October 6th. So that's the next one. So once you pay right away. When you purchase it, you paid. Then you're added to the group. So until you pay, you won't be added to the group. So, all right, ladies, I love you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much again, ladies. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because you might just be watching. And share with your friends. And I'm in Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy to share my spiritual goodies with y'all. Like, I like crystals. So the black hematite, a sister's gonna make Ariel. She's gonna make a ring out of it for me. We're gonna do it when we're in Tobago because they're crafters. We went to the bead shop today. It was so beautiful. And so she's gonna make the hematite into a ring, and I use some copper. I'm gonna get some nose rings made, but you don't have to stick it in. You don't have to have your nose pierced, and they spiral. Oh my God! Wait till you see it. These I found my people. I found my tribe here, and I now know that everywhere I go, they will be my tribe. I came to Trinidad and had the most goddess experience of my life. And I thank the brethren for me and him need to clear up some things, and we were able to do it. And I'm very, very thankful to that brother as well. Good people. And I'm thankful for everything. Like, I want to say that my friend, I'm thankful for him as well. It's been good. All right, y'all. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for this late night, Monday night special. And I had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the late night or, Monday night, please let me know. Y'all got to tell me what you like. When I'm doing something right, please let me know and tell me if you like it or not so I can make sure to include more and more of it. And I want to say something. We're doing some amazing things here. We have 72 people and we have 62 likes. That's the best odds I think yet. So I just really wanted to say that, like, I'm so thankful for that. And we're actually, yeah, I'm so thankful for that. I will see you 68 and 63. 68 people and 63 likes. I mean, you can't beat that. I love you, ladies. I'll see you in the next video. We going to Tobago, y'all. We going to Tobago. All right. Kisses.